sleeping with this. This motherfucker was stuck into the side of the whatchamacallit. My guess is they sleeping right there, had a fire right there, drank all this shit and slept with that to make sure they were all right. So, and I was like, okay, what the fuck? There's definitely a dude in these woods. So I went up to my YouTube room at the ranch. I put my bulletproof vest on. I grabbed some extra bullets. And I go down in the woods and I look for this motherfucker. If you're on my property right now, you better start running like 10 minutes ago. To the guy who showed up here this morning, if you're anywhere near my property, your ass better take off running now. Well then, it starts getting dark and I go back up and I'm like, all right, I still ain't found this guy. Is there any word on where he's at? I've already put his face on Instagram. Nothing. So then I go back up to the guard shack, don't find nothing out. No one said nothing about this guy's face. I put it on Instagram. Nobody knows nothing. Whatever. So we go out with 2 Can-Ams and we're all searching my property for this guy. I'm gonna go a little bit further.
Well, it runs out of creek and there's nothing but mud stuff in up here. So
Yeah.
remember when me, you, and JJ came up here and deer was.
Still don't find this motherfucker. So I get back up to the top of the hill. I'm like, fuck, Jesus Christ, fuck it. I'm telling the cops. So we call them. They come out. I make a report. I give them the info. And then I tell them, well, there's a church down the street that has a barn behind it, like a little shed behind it. You could probably go check there, see if the dude's maybe hiding out in there. The cops leave. They go down to the church. I'm sitting at the guard shack still while they gone, left, done took my report, and they're headed to the church to check that barn. They call me. He says, you're not gonna believe this. I said, what? He said, there's a dude down here writing you a note in the car. I said, are you serious? He said, yes. So then he's like, but here's the thing. It's a different guy. The chances of another dude being here when you told us to come here for another guy, them both being from not here, are astronomical. He said, so yeah. And I was like, okay, well, I'm coming down there. So I went down there. I pull up. I'm like, essentially, like, what are you doing here? He said, well, I was coming here in hopes to meet you. I'm like, at the same exact church I told the cops to go check the back barn.